back in the Champions League, baby, and we're back with another come-from-behind victory against who else? Milan!
Nice.
I was absolutely so impressed. Such a great performance last night. I mean, really across the board, because I think after that Nottingham Forest defeat, I was completely deflated. And you know what, in a way, deflated is maybe a strong word, because I really felt that we could have played better in that game, especially that I felt that we needed to adapt to what was happening, to the conditions, the playing conditions, to the game. But my God, what an improvement a few days have made. I'm sure Slot, after that performance, called him in on the Sunday and said, listen, it's time to reboot again and lay the law out again in terms of how are we going to press, who are we going to press, when we're going to press. Look, when Jurgen Klopp was here, it was heavy metal football, and I'm going to have to stop saying that word, but it was. But it also left so many gaps exposed to us. So I think what I can absolutely see now from a Slot team is that this team, our 11, is a lot more measured. None of that crazy running around. And I could see, yes, of course, even in this game, there was still a lot of, there was still some defensive frailties, but overall, what a performance. To go to the San Siro in Italy and go behind after 3 minutes. 3 minute, okay? 3 minute to go behind and to come back and to really win the game convincingly was absolutely fantastic. You know, it's been a year or so since we've last been in the championship, and you know what? We belong here. This is our tournament. This is what we're good at. Champions Leagues, under the light, comebacks. That's the most Liverpool thing that there actually is out there. So, if we go to the overall performance of the team, I really thought it was a lot better. I thought that for me, what was, you know, I have 2 kids, and you know, one thing I'm always really clear with them about is, you know, it's okay if you make a mistake. It's okay if you fuck up. You know, of course, you know. But what Dad would like to see is that you've made improvements over the last fuck up. So, you know, that there's some kind of like progress. And I think what was really apparent for me versus the Nottingham Forest game, where we literally fell into the traps that Nottingham Forest set for us, I think the team last night against Milan were a lot more wiser. It was as if that game on the weekend against Nottingham Forest prepared us for what AC Milan was going to serve up. Because there were moments, right, where I was watching it, and Liverpool would let their centre-back hold the ball, and they wouldn't press. They would just hold. Who blinks first? AC Milan blinks first. They need to play. They are the home team. Because what I was kind of like watching is that whenever Ruben Loftus-Cheek, the old Chelsea player, had the ball, that is when Liverpool pressed. So it wasn't a case of like, you know, how Jurgen Klopp was all about go press. This is more about who and when you go and press. I specifically say who. So we allowed AC Milan to really have the ball at the back, but as soon as Ruben Loftus-Cheek got the ball, then everybody knew how to press. I was really impressed with the way we set up tactically. But also what was really interesting for me tactically as well was how Trent Alexander-Arnold played. Because, you know, there were moments where he was a right winger. There was moments where he came in. There was like everything was really, really fluid. And I think for me, that was something that I'm starting to see now from a on a Slot team. I mean, he was interviewed in the beginning of the year, and one of the fan channels asked him, or a reporter asked him about what his formation is, and everybody kind of just went on and assumed that he plays a 4-2-3-1, which he does as a basis, but that shape changes how the other teams play or react to how we play. So it's like Dune. You know, I don't know if you ever read the book Dune. It's about plans within plans within plans. And of course, for everybody at the team to kind of like pick up on that, it's going to take a bit of time of course for everybody to really learn their roles and how they're going to play. But I can certainly see a style. And look, yes, of course we have more possession and we try to do more with the ball. And last night was a really good game to follow up from that Nottingham Forest. I'm going to say that again because it wasn't a home performance. We could just go there, and because AC Milan, their coach, was also under pressure and they've not had a good start to the Serie A. It was important for their fans that AC Milan come out and make a statement to at least show some intent. So that really played into our hands because that meant that we could also really set traps for them and you know what, 3 goals and could have been more. I mean, Salah hit the bar twice. Fuck. So for me, that was really, really, really cool. I really love that, man. Speaking of Mo Salah, he didn't get on the score sheet today, but he was such an influential player. I thought that his movement was really, really great. He really gave everybody a hard time. Same as Cody Gakpo. He hasn't had a lot of minutes since the start of the Premier League, but he started this game and he was again sublime. Absolutely fantastic. I think the way he set up a couple of goals, but the way he is just on that left, it means when I look at Luis Diaz and Cody Gakpo on that left hand side, wow, that is potent. I think the only area maybe where we have a bit of lag, but is the right hand side where Mo Salah is. But you know what? That's what Trent Alexander is there for. But out of all of this, is Diogo Jota. Diogo Jota is our most consistent finisher, and he's really, really excellent. But playing up front as a target man is not. It's not his strongest point. Unfortunately, now we've got like Diaz and Gakpo, and Gakpo had a great game last, and Diaz was in form. It's kind of hard to see where Diogo Jota will play on that left hand side, because I do think he's a lot more effective on that left. Just kind of peeling away, just kind of running off the back of the centre back. So, but the thing is, like, who else are we gonna put there? Fucking Darwin Núñez again. The guy was like offside like 5 times in the whole time. We're not gonna talk about individuals like that. But anyway, let me quickly rewind back to those star players. Like I said, it was Mo Salah, Cody Gakpo. I also got to give a shout out to Kostas Tsimikas, who's making a real claim for that left back role. I think he has a lot more energy. He seems to have a lot more desire and will to get up the pace. I always love Robbo, but Tsimikas showed to me that he's the one that's going to start in this Champions League tournament going ahead. So for me, I'm absolutely fine with him. The other player, of course, who did I want to speak to? Gravenberch. Once again, this kid has put up another excellent performance. For me, if there was a man of the match, it would be between Gakpo and Gravenberch. But you know what? If I say Gravenberch again, then people are just going to say, you know what? You're just a fucking fanboy and you're glazing him the whole time. I'm not about that. But I do really love this kid and the way he puts it out, man. So that for me is a thing. And I think just overall, in terms of how the game kind of go, yes, you know what, we were behind really, really early on, but everything from that moment until halftime, we were dominant. I mean, AC Milan didn't even get a sniff, not even a shot on fucking goal, not even a target, a shot on goal in that first half for the rest of that half. And I think that's where, and in that time we had scored 2 goals, and yes, of course, 2 goals, you're away. It's not done and dusted. We did need Szoboszlai to finish it off, and it was another great work by Cody Gakpo, who after receiving the ball on the left looked like he was going to cut in, but then takes the defender and he goes further ahead, and his pace takes him away. He squares the ball, and all Szoboszlai really needed to do was just put a fucking knee in the way, and the ball deflected and it went into the goal. 3-1 to Liverpool. And like I said, it could have been so much more. It was one banger shot from Mo Salah. That just didn't happen. Tsimikas as well, he had a couple of pot shots, but nothing really landed. In terms of the substitutions, yeah, I mean, they didn't really do anything when they came on. It was more case of like controlling things as it stands. Slot brought on Endo, and he was fine. He got skinned a couple of times by Tomori. Oh no, by Tammy Abrams. Yo, that was hectic. But overall, what a performance. Another comeback under the lights in Europe. We are back, baby. Hey, listen, do me a favor. Hit the like, share, subscribe, all that lovely things. Really helps the channel. And if you're new, please don't forget to subscribe. Until then, peeps, we're on to the next one. I'll see you later. Cheers.